Hi guys, so today I have Spellbinders new club kits for December of 2022. Super excited to show these to you guys. A lot of times in December what they do is like their Valentine's stuff, so you know it's gonna be really fun and sweet, and just I'm super looking forward to it. So they did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, including if you change your club, type through my links. Again, it'll be the same kind of thing. So you can definitely do that every month. You can cancel, you can switch out clubs, whatever it is that works for you that month, or you can leave it alone for the month before, and you will be charged, I believe, on the 5th of the month, and then they'll ship shortly after. If you are a new sign up, you have until basically the end of the month, but there are some blackout days towards the end of the month that you cannot sign up at that time. But if you sign up this month, like in December, you will get these kits and these items that you're seeing. So it's not like they're not going to do it till the next month or anything like that. You will get what you're seeing today in December. And I always start off with the embossing folder a month. Again, you also get 10% off the site whenever you log in. If you use my links or not, however you get there, but either way, once you log in, the 10% off will be reflected already. It's not something that comes out of the checkout. It's just the pricing you see already has the 10% off. So I always start with the embossing folder, and this month it is the I've written notes because I get my samples, so I kept putting the wrong names in the wrong areas, so let me make sure. For the embossing folder, it is Heart Blooms, I believe. As you can see, there are these really stylized geometric hearts, and like one bleeds into the other, and it just looks really, really cool. And this embossing folder is in a large embossing folder, as you can see, so it's 8.5 by 5.5 inches. It's a little bit bigger than that. It's like 8 3/4 by 5 3/4, but the embossed area that you're going to get is going to be that full 8.5 by 5.5, so you can put all kinds of different sizes of papers in there for your different cards, and it'll work really, really nicely. And I would usually go over the these guys next, and I do the card kit last, and then we'll try some out depending on what time permits. So let's start with this. So the stamp set, the clear stamp of the month, my Forever Person, I believe is what it's called, is this beautiful, again, photopolymer stamp set. In the card kit there's always a stamp set, and that one's acrylic, but these are photopolymer and they smell amazing. Love it. And we have, I Love Us. There's like For My Forever Person, this beautiful floral heart. There's floral words that spell out love, and other sentiments in here. And then if you pick up the clear stamp and die of the month, so you can get the stamp by itself, you can do stamp and die. And as everyone knows, whenever they created the stamp and die combo, they included the dies for free, no higher charge in the total package, which is basically what I'm showing right now. The total package is everything, so it'll come with all these things. And you have the dies for the different little hearts, and then for the words love, so it's really cool. So you have them for these guys too, so you can cut those out and play with those in different ways. Again, that is my Forever Person. The small die of the month is this right here, what you see here. I love it. I think they do this like every year when they have like a card front that's very, I would say floral. I keep wanting to say flowers, guys. I'm sorry. Hearts. Very much heart related. It's a stitch heart card front. So this year it's a little different in that it does have that stitchability, or it just looks like lace if you don't want to do the stitching right. So we have this background piece that just, it's so cute, the little edging. How cute is that, just to have it as a background piece and like, put something else on, however. And then we have this piece that goes on top. It's not an inlay, it has its own edge that it cuts. And it has these little areas. It has stitched detail, but then it has these little dots, little holes that if you want to stitch them up, great. If not, it just looks kind of more lacy, kind of more fun, and you layer those up. You can also put the heart within this, and it cuts that heart area out, or layer this heart on top of that. And again, it has some stitchability. As you can see, it's these little circles here, and then the bottom part. So really quick to whip up if it is something that you want to do as far as the stitching. As you can see, maybe stitch this, don't stitch the background, however it is you want to play that up. It also comes with this cute little tag kind of banner die. I love it. And then it has words that drop in like Forever Mine, Love You, and Hey Sweetie. And these are, it's kind of like those embossing details that they have, like, you know, on the little lines and the stitching, but these kind of go all the way through, so it kind of like punches into the paper. So if you have another paper in the background, like let's say you run this through again with a different, you know, color paper, it'll show through because the way it it cuts through the paper but doesn't cut out. I don't know if that makes sense. But hopefully you've seen that in other videos whenever we work with those kinds of things. The large die of the month is this, all this here that you see over here, the blooming heart, and it's a huge heart. Actually, let me get a little measurement on this guy. The metal to metal looks like almost 4.5, like 4 3/4, I would say. I'm sorry, 4 3/8. And then in the other direction, almost 5 inches. Nice big heart. This would be so much fun to cut out in felt and make like a little pouch and all that kind of thing. I love a big heart. And then all these flowers. So we have this guy that'll cut all these little edges out. As you can see, it cuts itself out, but it has all this embossed nature to it. I am such a huge fan of these dies. I love the way Spellbinders does this. So we have this one, and we have this guy, and they're similar, but not really, right? If you look at their arrangement, they're very different. So you can just play them up however you like. But then we have the flowers that layer up on those little areas. So again, I always like to do this like in a green or black or white, and then just pop on these flowers, maybe monochromatic, maybe more candy looking, especially for Valentine's. I think it's just lovely. And it comes with the words with and love that you can just top off. I think cute shaped card, you know, this is huge. So it's really a great set. And then the APG, and I'm sorry, this stuff is so big. It's getting more difficult to get it in frame, but let me put it up this way maybe a little bit. There we go. It is Sweetheart envelope and note card set, and the envelope pocket type dies do super well. People love these. I love them. As you can see, we have this piece. It's the larger piece. That would be your envelope. And you can use the dies, well, they're embossing dies, I guess you would still call them dies. They make the line for you, so if you want to fold it here and make it a complete envelope, you can do that, or maybe you just pop it down here and just make it a pocket, so then it's a pocket, so this part comes up and that stays up like that. And putting these on my board, I'm like, there are so many ways to play with this. So we have this beautiful heart, and it has an inlay, just gorgeous with all the little dot detail and everything, so it goes back to these guys even if you don't stitch it. And then we have the heart too, and then you have this piece here. Excuse me, this one's more of just an inlay. I didn't see if that matches up the heart. Ooh, it looks like the heart bottom. I'm sure there's a way to play with that too, but when I was looking at this, I thought, oh yeah, this goes here, right? Because it looks very similar to that shape, but it also has the little scallop thing that it looks like you can also place it here if you wanted, and so you can inlay this wherever, right? Wherever you want this beautiful pattern with that lattice work and the scroll work there. And then you have like a little note card. So this little piece here, again, you can score it or not score it, so it can be like a note card that you're gonna fold, or you can just pop it in here so it just has a decorative layer, you know, another matte layer, should I say. However is it you want to play with that, you have the rectangle to cut, like to make it decorative, again to make this the little note card, however you want to play with those. And then it has a really super intricate inlay layer, and then you have your little cinch, well actually these aren't cinch and go because it looked like it had a little hole, but it doesn't cut it out in the center. It's just, you know, your stylized flower with the different layers and some leaves. So that's the APG of the month. Now I have my glimmer here. It did not quite fit on here, so I was going to just show that separately. The glimmer is the floral framed glimmering hearts. Okay, so you have plates and dies. Look at how beautiful that is. Nice and big heart. Again, this is a foil plate, so it heats up obviously on your foil plate. And then you have things that are like this one that makes a scalloped heart, and it would layer together, but I couldn't get them on here together to stay in the right spot, so I just left it like that. This one is a glimmer plate that makes a scallop heart, so you can also cut it out from this guy. Lots of ways to mix and match the layering. We have another die. You have a full solid heart plate. You guys, how cute would this be to use with your leftovers from like a full design background, and you run it through and it'll be in the shape of a heart with whatever leftover you have from before. I think that's gorgeous. We have that. We have our little banner that's more stylized. You can of course mix and match, you guys, wherever you like. With the sending hugs, again, this is the kind that imprints the way those imprint. And then we also have Happy Valentine's Day. That is a plate, a foil plate. So there are a lot of plates this month in the glimmer. This is also a foil plate, Love You Always. And then you have little flowers that are dies, so you can have all these little flowers that you can layer up and pop on top of your glimmered out designs. Okay, I'm gonna open up, or put these to the side. I'll open up the card kit of the month. I'll be right back. Of course, with the Glimmer of the Month, when you sign up for the Glimmer of the Month, you also get a foil roll that month. So every month, it's just included. If you purchase like a Glimmer of the Month later, like when they come out later after they've been launched and all that, it's just the plates and the dies or whatever the kit is at the time, but it does not come with the foil roll. So that's just a perk of being in the club. And I'm not sure if this is the one that comes with this month because leave it to me to always forget to show you guys the foil, and also sometimes I grab the wrong one. So this one's blush. I have a feeling it is blush because it's kind of like a pinky, beautiful color for Valentine's, but it might be a different color. It also says there as a disclaimer that colors may vary. So I have blush to show you guys. That comes along with the Glimmer. So really, really awesome Glimmer this month. I love it. Okay, so this is the card kit. It's called Love Grows Here, and let me open this up. So let's see this. I haven't seen this, so super excited. Check this out with you guys. Ooh. Oh, yay! I don't know if you guys have any of their little birds, the Spellbinders birds, but they're so cute, and they work up so quickly. I mean, it just depends, what it is that you want to do. So, like, you have your little belly, you have your little wing. Some people like to layer up the wing a couple times, or the little tail even a couple of times to do some different colors. Whatever it is. I love that they have, like, that little quail top. Super cute. Oh, my goodness. There's a little quail top right there, and you cut two at once. Even better. Oh, and it's two birds. I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, oh, yeah, the one bird, and you do it twice, but clearly they're facing different ways. Their little bodies, so obviously they're different birds. I love this. Oh, I'm super excited about this one. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Spellbinders, they knocked it out. Love that. Especially it comes with this little twig, so hope if you don't have the bird dies yet, you'll dive into this one and see what they're about. Super easy and so cute. They're so cute and such a fresh design. So 10 card bases, 10 envelopes always. You always have your liner tape and your dimensional foam tape, and I've used it all up. It comes with some really sweet kind of apricot looking or colored sequins, and the sequins they normally have, I think they have 2 or 3 sizes in there. There's like a larger sequins, there's a mid-size sequins, and I think there's a smaller one. I'm trying to see the difference. So yeah, like this one, and the bigger one, unless I'm seeing them wrong. But either way, there's usually, yeah, that's a small one. Small, medium, and larger. Very, very pretty. These are the dies, again, for our little birdies that we just saw. I mean, that branch is a nice, in case I don't play with this one today, I'm not sure, but let me just give you a measurement. I mean, that's just about 4 1/4 inches. And then we have our little birds there. Super cute. Oh my gosh. Just adorable. We have some frames, ovals and hearts, and looks like maybe some squares or rectangular frames. They're chipboard frames. Very pretty. And then this is the stamp set. Like I said, they always come with a stamp set. Again, this is an acrylic stamp set. Oh, there are those little birdies again. I love them. Oh my gosh. The best times are with you. Always sending my and hugs, and love, and the way you can mix and match those words. A little key, little hearts, little music. You make my heart sing. How cute are those little lovebirds? Oh my gosh. And then here we have some chipboard stickers. Very soft and pastel and just really sweet, fresh. Double-sided, well, not double-sided stickers, but like on both sides you have stickers. And I love these Jet Puff kind of stickers. They just finish off your cards so nicely. You have happy anniversary, home is where your heart is, we're a special kind of crazy, you get me, life is sweet. I mean, just a lot of really fun and eclectic sentiments. Let's see these guys. Tons of die cuts. I like this packaging of them this month. They're a little bit longer so you can kind of see what's going on anyway. Most of the time they're packed in there real tight. And there are 2 of each, and there are tons, right? So there's just a ton of die cuts. You can see those little birds. Maybe you can see one peeking out there. Some different little leaves. And look at this gorgeous bird. Oh my gosh. Little love note there. Lots of little flowers. I see some butterflies, and then a little pair of the birds, and the baby bird. Oh, how sweet. Oh my gosh. The sprigs. I see bikes in there. I see like quote bubbles. I mean, just so many different eclectic, really fun. Little basket with cupcakes in it. Yes, please. And then over here we have our papers. I would say I need to not have this sticker stick to my paper. So what I'm going to do is place this down in case that wants to stick to it. It'll stick there. And now it's staying up, of course. Okay, so we have Love Grows Here paper pad. And I just want to see if it's 2 at a time. Yep, so two papers at a time. I think they usually do 24 designs or so, and 2 of each. Very soft pastel colors, super muted colors, and hopefully my lighting isn't so bad that you can't really see what's happening here, because this is like a gray, very, very soft gray with little white hearts. Your pink plaid kind of thing going, or check pattern. The little couples on their bikes. That's so cute. And then this one has like a wood grain kind of, I would think. And then a floral, very pastel, a very light daisy floral. I feel like my camera's picking up these colors in a funky way. Let me try to reset the camera, my lighting, I'll see. I'll be right back. Better or not, but there you go. So this one has a little, oh my gosh, foil lockets. It's very blue now. I'm sorry, guys. This is like a mint green kind of ledger type of paper, like the pattern on it. And then little blue with little birdies. So cute with their little posies. And then this one, again, this is white paper, guys. Sorry if it looks anything else, with little pink checks or like cross-stitch patterns. This one has little gold hearts with like a watercolor background, very peachy coral kind of background. I know it looks really pink with the little flowers, pink with the white dots. We have, again, pink with like the little kind of splatters and the little posies. This one just is very, very soft and gray. I know it's hard to see. It's very light in real life too. So it says thinking of you, grateful for you, just the best, things like that. Little flowers, the blue background. Yeah, I know, all the little birdhouses and cute little things like that with like this cute little glimmers of foil here and there. I know it's hard to see, but they're like little skinny lines of foiling here and there. And then the little lovebirds. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Really, really pretty. And then to finish that off, we have our cardstock that coordinates back to everything. And I'm going to try to splay this out in a nice way. See if I can get that done for you. And we have beautiful blues into the green and pops of yellow with that gorgeous, really deep brown tone right here. I think there's one sheet of white paper and like a darker kind of coral pink with that gold accent paper, which is double-sided and is amazing. I tell you guys about that every month. I love that stuff. It's like almost like metal. It cuts so nicely and it looks amazing. So let me think about what it is I want to play with today, and we'll hop right to it. I think today I'll use the small die of the month and our embossing folder, and just put something together. Since, you know, I take time going through everything, I do try to make something quicker in this video. So what I'm going to do is use these pieces. We're not going to do any stitching today, but again, stitching's super simple. If you would, you know, want to do that, you're just going to start off in the back and just bring it around, and then back in the middle, bring it around, back in the middle, go to the next one, go to the next one, and just go around that way. Yeah, and then same thing with this guy, super simple, just really easy. Just come up the middle, go to the top, or even cross over the whole thing, however it is that you want to use these. Okay, so for this, what I'm going to do is cut down a piece of this darker pink. I got all these pieces from the card kit. So I got the darker pink, the lighter pink, the gold, and a card base also from the card kit. Just going to trim this one down. I like to do 4 1/8 by like 5 3/8. If you like quarters, you can do 4 by 5 1/4, or you can mat the whole thing, you know, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, whatever it is you like. So I'm just going to trim that down. I'm going to run it through this. Since my paper is the same on either side, it doesn't matter which side goes where. Like it needs to face up or face down. But just to know, if you want your paper to be face up a certain way, just face it towards the words, the Spellbinders words. So, you know, let's say it's gold on one side, white on the other, the gold would be facing up, and then run it through. Your machine, however, is that you need to do embossing for a standard embossing folder, because that's a standard embossing folder. So we have that. I'm going to run this guy through this pink paper, the light pink. I'm going to run this one through the gold. So have that gold there. I mean, I could also pair it up with just to cut away that gold heart in the center. Otherwise, I'm just going to put a heart on top. But maybe I should, just to cut that away, and I'll have this cool gold piece. So I think what I'll do to run it through, I will go ahead and tape that down and run them all through at the same time. And that way I'll have the gold heart that I can use on another project. But again, tape it down so these do not move. You do not want these going anywhere. And tape them down, you know, straight. I'm trying to get to the very end here, and as straight as I can do it. And then I'm going to also just run the heart by itself through some red paper. I actually have a red scrap here, something red and nice and deep and juicy like this red. So I'll run the heart just through that, okay? And we'll get those together, and then we'll do our little sentiment. So it looks like, I mean, that came out just, it popped right out. So there's that. And then since I paired it with the heart in the center, I have this piece. But if you didn't put the heart in the center, then the gold would be here too, and it would just be a complete heart. All right, I'll keep cutting. Okay guys, so I'm just using the standard plate system in the Platinum 6, and it just requires one cutting plate and the paper within your folder, and of course the base plate. And there we have a beautiful embossed look, and on the back it's debossed. So use whichever side you like. So we're just gonna start layering this guy up. So let's get this over here and a little glue going. Just gonna pop that on there. And then we have, looks like a little magic carpet, that other piece, this next one. So that's what it reminds me of. Now that I think about it, I was gonna keep everything pretty flat, but what I can do is, if we layered that up, and you can pop this up together, but I'm also gonna put the wording, so I don't know, you know what, it's okay. I'm just gonna glue those down just straight. And again, it doesn't always have to be like this. I mean, if you wanna do something like that, stick it a little bit kind of off kilter, and then you have your sentiment maybe more straight, or however it is that you want to use these. That's great too. I always just kind of stick to centering it on this kind of thing. And I'm just gonna eyeball that guy. That looks so cute. It looks almost like a marquee, like a little sign or something, I don't know. And then this guy, now I am gonna put glue where I can, and this guy is gonna take a moment to stick because he is very slippery, right? It's that surface that's like non-porous. So I'm just gonna put this on here, and a little dot kind of in the center of these guys. Yeah, I'm just putting glue here and there. Especially, well, this is nice because under this we have the, I was gonna emboss this one, but I thought, nah, I better not. So I didn't. But it should stick nice and flat since we have a nice flat surface to stick it to. I'm gonna hold that down for a minute, and I'm gonna place some dimensionals on the back of this guy, and I'll be right back. Just grab some dimensionals from the card kit and put them right in the centers of each little area, because I'm gonna cover those with rhinestones or something like that anyway, so you're not gonna see that too much. Looks good. Pop that down. They're sticky even through that little hole. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little sentiment like here. So let's do Forever Mine. That's sweet. And what I think is I'll do, run it through this dark pink again, just like this, and it'll push those little letterings in there. And again, whenever you do something like that, you want to definitely tape those so they don't move. So of course, just like I did before, I'll just kind of eyeball, making sure it's pretty straight, centered how I would like it, and tape down. Where did I put my little tapes? Here's one, and I'll just run that through right quick, and I'll be right back. Grab that in the meantime. Sorry, I picked out some finishing touches, but like I said, see how it like pushes through? So if you wanted to, you know, maybe roll this outer one in gold again, and that gold will shine right through, but otherwise, I mean, you can see it really clearly, so it's really nice. And so I'm just going to glue that down, and then I'm going to finish off with some little decorations, but I'm going to put this pretty much like right in here, just eyeballing what might look like centered. That looks pretty good. Right, left and right, up and down. And then I grabbed some essential color gems. I want to use these gold ones. I think they'll look really lovely. So again, we have the gold mix of actually like sparkly ones, but I thought, what are the metallic ones? You know what? Okay, let's go with these guys. And I need someone to help me with this. So whenever I have this larger dot, I'm just going to place like this one here. I'm going to place one there and there. And then I have these little pearls in Fashion Poppy. Again, very red. And I'm going to take those guys and just get the small ones and pop them right in the center of each of these little circles. Okay, and I will be right back. And there is my card. And I want to mention the reason the Color Essential gems catch the light the way they do is because they are not plastic, they're glass. They're actual crystal glass, you know, so they just are amazing. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Spellbinders, for these items for review. Look at that, guys. So pretty. Just a little touch here and there, and it just, love it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.